Bruce Beck, NBC.
Kenny, what makes the Giants situation so attractive to you, and welcome to New York?
Hey, how you doing? Really just, the pieces on offense, those guys actually kind of reached out to me, and I like, the vision that Coach Joe Judge had, and, Jason Garrett as far as the offense, and I was all the way in.
Pat Leonard, Daily News.
Kenny, did Daniel Jones reach out to you, and if he in trying to recruit you, and if he did, what did he say?
He reached out. He just said, some of how good of a player that he thought I was, and I pretty much said the same thing about him. And he also just said, we're trying to do something great here, and that's what I'm all about.
Art Stapleton, The Record.
Hey, Kenny, if you could take us inside this process a little bit. When you arrived here on Thursday night, did you think it would take this long to get to a decision whether or not you were going to be here?
To be honest, I was really just being patient. I mean, I've been here for 3 days now. Just taking it all in, really.
Tom Canavan, AP.
Hey, Kenny. There are probably a lot of people who look at this and say, why would you give a lot of money to a guy who was hurt most of last year? How are you?
I'm good. I did the physical. I checked out.
But no problems?
No.
Zach Rosenblatt, NJ.com.
Hey, Kenny, when you came to New York and you stayed here for 3 days, you obviously had interest from other teams. Like, you didn't have to go through this whole process the way you did. What made you willing to go through that to eventually, sign with the Giants? What was it about this team that made you want to, go through that process, even though you necessarily didn't have to as like a top free agent?
Kind of, what I said at first. Just, hearing the vision that Coach, Joe Judge had and Coach Jason Garrett had as far as the offense, that had me right there. And just walking around the building, everybody greeting me, and with them pretty much telling me, that they wanted me here, and I'm expressing the same thing. It was kind of like a no-brainer, and, I'm glad it worked out.
Schwartz, New York Post.
Kenny, what do you think you bring to an offense? You're a big, tall guy with long arms. You make a lot of contested catches. What can you do? What do you know about the Giants' offense, and what do you think you specifically can add to it?
Well, I don't know too much about it yet, but I know just as far as me, this team is just going to get a competitor. A guy who's going to come in, work. He's going to try to push other guys and have fun with it. I want to have fun while I'm doing this. That's what I'm doing it for. Just a playmaker,
We'll take three more. Ralph Jordan, Tom Rock, Ralph Vacchiano, SNY.
Hey, Kenny, you mentioned that you spoke with Daniel Jones. He said you want to do great things here. What do you know about Daniel as a player? What makes you think that he's the right quarterback that you can do great things with?
Well, first off, he's still kind of fresh in the league a little bit, and I kind of want to grow with him. I'm still growing as a player, and I feel like, me and him can do some good things. We haven't got on the practice field yet, but, me and him both are very excited.
Jordan Rana, ESPN.
Hey, Ken, what do you think the Giants needed to know about you? What did you have to, when you came in this visit, explain to them to make sure that they were confident in making this signing?
Well, first off, I think it's really just, they just want to lay eyes on me, take it a different approach about this whole process, and it kind of worked out for both sides. I was able to come in and see what they were all about. I was able to see how the facility was. They had a chance to pick my brain, and I think it worked out pretty smooth.
Last question here, Tom Rock, Newsday.
Kenny, what kind of an impact do you think you'll make on this team? I mean, can you turn this team into a winner right away?
We haven't even stepped on the practice field yet. I know one thing for sure. I'm going to go out there and do, all I can to help this offense go. Whenever they need me, I'm going to be out there to pretty much make a play.